Some things in life you just shouldn't do. And things like mixing 3 or 4 different nasty ass foods and ingredients together should be a no-no. Well, we got an NFL player named Jameson Williams. He made some nasty shit. He made some shark medicine. That shit that'll make you fart and you think you got to fart and you just instantly shit on yourself. Yeah, and if you're out in public or at the club, your whole night is ruined. You're embarrassed. You're trying to figure out how you can slide and wiggle without nobody noticing that you had an accident. It's very embarrassing. If you eat this shit that I'm about to tell you he made, this is what will happen to you. Forget ketchup and mustard. Lions wide receiver Jameson Williams, this is the Detroit Lions wide receiver, topped his McDonald's burger with some McFlurry. The man put ice cream shit medicine on his burger. And unsurprisingly, it had a ton of his fans grossed out. Williams proudly presented the concoction on his Instagram page Tuesday, showing that he put some Oreo-infused ice cream right on top of his McDouble in order to enhance the flavor of his lunch. How you enhancing the flavor of your lunch, first of all, when you already at nasty-ass McDonald's? One of the nastiest burger places you can go to. You should have went to Five Guys. Now, while some were in favor of putting a medley of wide-ranging flavors in between two buns, most of the people were shocked. This is straight up shit juice. When you get through eating this, 10 minutes later, your stomach gonna say, that motherfucker gonna do all type of shit.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Now, up until this point, I've enjoyed his hard work getting back onto the fold. With that said, trade him now. This is one person said. This is what they wrote on Twitter. Another person said, all right, lock him up. Put him in jail. Yeah, you eating that type of shit, you done committed a crime. Now, somebody gonna get drunk and they gonna try that. Ooh, that is an instant shot. That is that far where you shit everywhere, all in your drawers running down your lip. Just disgusting. And that's what he trying to set people up to do. This is the shame. I mean, some people would do anything on the internet. He couldn't think of nothing else to do but to make up a shark sandwich. Do y'all know Renee Graziano? She was on that show, Mob Wives, on VH1. Yeah, she is the son of one of the snitches that snitched in the mob. I mean, the daughter. I said it wrong. I'm sorry, baby. She is the daughter of one of the snitches that snitched when the mob was getting a lot of money back then. Like these niggas snitching there in the neighborhood. Mob Wives star Renee Graziano has checked into a Texas rehab facility following a drug relapse. Renee's manager, Chris Giovanni, told TMZ she called Monday from the treatment center where she was accompanied by a counselor and only had 10 minutes to talk. Now, look, I ain't gonna lie. This lady, you could tell when she was young, she was fine as a motherfucker. She got that damn Italian mob voice, that sound that look like soon you have sex with her, like she got that. You know how they be talking and shit. I am the mob. You know that little language and lingo and shit. But she's older now. And I kind of, when I looked at her, she looked like she drugs hard. But see, this is what people tend to forget. When the mob was in control a long time ago, they had bricks and kilos of drugs. That's what they did. They snorted and sold drugs. They had so much of that shit. That's why they did a whole lot of it. They couldn't go broke. You know, it was too much of this shit. So you could get high as you want to and get rich as you want. But when things changed, that's when you started to realize that people had real problems, real habits and some more shit. Now, he said Renee told him she overdosed back in mid-September on what she described as a bad batch of an unspecified drug she got from a dealer. Chris didn't give him any other details about the OD. She did tell him, though, aligned with her struggles to get in touch adding the contact that they had during that period was sporadic and brief. And Chris says Renee attributes her relapse to struggles related to the death of her father, Anthony Graziano, who passed away in May of 2019. Renee's life in the spotlight has been marred by hardship, particularly because she was arrested for driving while impaired after crashing her car into a parked SUV on Staten Island. She been going through it. See, sometimes you have to realize in life what you did 10, 20, 30 years ago. You might can't do it in the same way, but you could do it in a different way. But it's going to take the same work and effort that you put in 10, 20, 30 years ago to get that successful, to make this new venture in direction of your life be successful. And most people don't want to put that work in. They be like, nah, fuck it. 10, 20, 30 years ago, I was willing, I was down, I had the stamina, I had the imminent, I had the energy, I had the drive. I don't have it now. Fuck that. I'm just going to take what life is giving me and just be hateful and evil and be depressed and take myself out. And that ain't what you should do. Life is not over. Shit, restart the game. Now, soon after, Renee pledged to kick her sleeping pill addiction by seeking treatment from the Hill star Jason Waller and his Red Songbird Foundation in the hopes of getting her life back on track. She's getting treatment once again. Now, they not reporting what type of drug that she's on. The most important thing is that this lady wants help. She wants help. And we glad that she didn't die after this overdose. They covering it up. 9 times out of 10, it was that fentanyl. That is the shit that is in every drug that's killing motherfuckers and taking motherfuckers out. And when people know they can make a significant amount of profit, they will give it and sell it to anybody. That's right. They don't give a fuck if you're a celebrity or what's going on. If you got the money and they can make it, they gonna put it together. Model DaniiBanks confronts an armed robber while butt naked. What are the odds of waking up in your house, high, drunk, butt naked, looking at a robber head on? Damn. Good thing that this robber wasn't a motherfucking rapist. I'm glad that this motherfucker wasn't a rapist. Thank God, because he looking at a sexy naked lady, you could not be a rapist. Because if he was, he would have raped her. So he just went in, thankfully, just for the money and to get out of there. And this the other thing about it. The lady had dogs. And the dogs were standing there looking at the robber. I'd have got rid of that motherfucker there. I don't care if you was a mixed breed. You wasn't meant to be a guard dog. If you let somebody in my house and you ain't trying to bite their ass, you got to go. You gonna be an outside dog of anything. You ain't gonna. You serve no purpose to be in here while I'm asleep. I still love you because you might have barked to let me know that they was coming, but you can't get the privilege of being in here. I can't do it.
What was the question again?
How many?
Order in the court, or I will have you removed. Understood?
Model DaniiBanks says she got a rude awakening when an alleged armed robber busted into her pad demanding money while she stood startled and totally in the buff. The surveillance showed the naked truth, she said she was asleep in her apartment when she heard a loud noise, and then the dog started barking like crazy. Then the alleged robber was armed with a gun, walked up on her saying, "Give me the money." She was so motherfucking high that when she, seen the man, she kind of was out of it, but you could tell, they got the video and the footage on TMZ. She's standing up there and she looking at the man and, he just pushed on the bed and took off running. He didn't hit her. He didn't hurt her. She was blessed. Because I'm looking at her. She looked pretty good standing up there naked as hell. Women, when y'all go to sleep and you stay by yourself, put some clothes on. You never know if somebody might break in there like this motherfucker. And they might not be nice. They might not be sane. They might be insane and want to take your private. Especially if you're in there looking good and shit. She looking good. It scares me because I'm just so blessed and thankful, and she's so blessed that this man wasn't a rapist. Put some clothes on if you sex. Now, if you big, ugly, or if you skinny and ugly, you ain't got to put nothing on. Even if you're a rapist, he gonna turn you down. He gonna go on about his business like, nah, I'm straight. I ain't raping nothing today. Now, if you want to get put out of somewhere, get naked. Get naked and watch how fast you get put out of an establishment if you think that you're going to, be in a public establishment butt naked with everybody to see and think ain't nothing going to happen.
Go, ándale, arriba, let's go.
OnlyFans model DaniiBanks flashed her boobs at a Raiders game. Pull her titties out. Now, I guess she couldn't just do like, Travis Kelce and his girlfriend. She couldn't do like that. Just go to the game and look pretty. She just had to do something to get everybody's attention. I know one thing. She probably sold so many OnlyFans downloads after this. Oh, man. Model DaniiBanks isn't used to complaints when she drops her top. But Las Vegas Raiders games are apparently a much different story because her boobs got her booted from the stadium. Danii told TMZ shortly after she recorded herself flashing her breasts inside Allegiant Stadium, security guards and police officers swooped in, not in appreciation, but to deliver that classic line. Danii didn't have to go home, but she had to get the hell out of Sunday night's game. And she got them fake ass titties. I ain't gonna even lie. I don't like this shit. Them titties are for men that can't get pussy unless they pay for it. I'm going to say it again. The titties that she got are for men that can't get pussy unless they pay for it. Now, the cops didn't ticket or arrest her, but she had pretty good seats and didn't get to stick around long enough to see the game. Now, the Raiders did win. Now, why didn't the cops lock her up? Because them pretty ass titties. Them big ass, fake ass titties. That's why the cops didn't lock her up. Do you see the power of women? Do you see that? Having titties can keep you from going to jail. Now, Danii, who's big on OnlyFans, says security or police must have seen her go topless in a moment because she didn't post the video until after she got the boot. The incident was reminiscent of Blueface's recent visit to a LA Rams game when he brought a bunch of strippers with him to a suite and made it rain as nearly nude dancers twerk. Man, Blueface is crazy as a motherfucker. The man was at the LA Rams game with strippers twerking, throwing the money. Look, you gotta keep the people watching. I don't knock nobody. Whatever they do what you do. Do your thing. If it works, keep doing it. Just tune into another motherfucking episode of Legend of Comedy. I wasn't in your stomach today. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful life. It's some beautiful air that we breathing. It's some beautiful marijuana that we sometimes get to smoke. Don't do drugs. Stay fentanyl free. Stay living. Do something with yourself. Do something with your life. You just might be somebody one day, Nico.
I'll be back.